Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the final war of Season 25. So this war we are facing Space Bastards. I believe they're a Russian alliance, actually. And pretty much we're in a situation we are number 1 in Plat 1, and the alliance that I believe is last in Masters matched ASR, which means they'll most likely lose. So we are in a spot where most likely if we win, we will make Masters. So I have 5 fights this war. These 3 fights on Path 5 that you can see: Hitmonkey, Spider-Ham, and Hulk. And then Corrigan 23, and then one really, really easy fight to close out my season. So because basically everything's on the line this war, I am full boosted. I used a 20% 6-hour boost. One of the 2 that I had, plus the regular 30% green boost and 20% health boost. So pretty much as boosted as I can be. So I did use the White Max pre-fight, and because of my plan for this fight, I actually think that was a mistake. I don't need to prevent his shrugging, because I'm not going to be knocking him down. My plan pretty much was just to corner him. Ooh, that was a sweet intercept. And I was only going to try to knock him down once, basically right here, after he threw his special one. I did not want him throwing a single unblockable special one. So because I'm really not even going to be hitting him after knocking him down, it doesn't do anything. So there pretty much was no purpose. I guess I did get those 2 crits for 16k, so that actually helped a little bit. But basically just super conservative. You can see don't have any spores on him, not going to be knocking him down. I'm not going to risk him, you know, going going unblockable and me missing the special one. It's just not worth it. I'd really like to kind of stay in front of him, and so that way he has the 10 spores. So that's doing, what, 500 damage, so that's 1,000 damage a second. That's, better than nothing, which is pretty much what I'm doing. I tried to turtle up, but he threw the special. You can see I didn't even go back in to counter him, even though I was right in front of him. Just super, super cautious. I got my SP3 pretty much just in case. And then here, I think he's just going to not throw his special. I thought about just knocking him down, throwing the SP3 to kill him, but again, just didn't want to take any chances that weren't necessary. If he had backed me up further, that was what I was going to do. But he finally throws the special one. Again, just block it. I'm not taking any risks, just super, super conservative. There, he's at 2%, going to kill him. So that fight went basically exactly how I planned it. Probably would have been better off not using the pre-fight because it was knocking me back on the parries. And since I didn't need to worry about his shrugging, it probably hurt me in the fight. But you do get the 15% attack boost, so not the end of the world. So the next fight, Spider-Ham. I actually read his abilities before this fight. And the way his evade works is he has to get 6 of his, I believe they're called spider nonsense or something. And the way he gets them is when you have more than a bar of power. So my plan was to not really gain power, which means don't attack a bunch. I wanted to get spores on him, then throw a heavy, and kind of just let the spores kill him. He's got a super low health pool. You can see hit him once, parry. Unfortunately, there he backed up. There I did throw the heavy to get the knockdown, and then yeah, you can see I still don't have a bar of power, and he's almost at 50%. There are 24 spores, so he's going to start gaining his spider nonsense. There he has 2, 3, but he needs to get to 6 to evade, and he is dead. So that fight went exactly according to plan. It's a super overpowered matchup. A max boosted 6-3 Omega Red against a 5-star. You can see that was 8 hits, so yeah. Pretty much just overwhelmed it with his power. So this next fight, this is a Immortal Hulk. So plan here, never get to 2 bars of power because of power alternator. I don't want him to throw a special 2. And I want to make sure that my spores are what pushes him into his what's it called? His invulnerable phase or whatever, where he gets his regen. Ooh, should have countered his special one with a heavy there. Didn't see that. but you can see 26 spores, so exactly how I wanted it. I should have countered there as well. But 24 spores, this is going to push him into his invulnerability, or immortality, that's what it's called. There, I'm able to block hit him, get him to a bar of power. He throws it. I didn't attack into him because I feel like I've done that before, and he's kind of countered me. And so I just waited. So that, again, went perfectly, exactly how I planned it. So far so good. And then the last, or not the last fight, the second to last fight is the Corrigan 23. So I've had some shaky fights against him, had some pretty good fights against him. So I do use the White Max pre-fight. It's not ideal because of the knockback on the parries, but it is safer. I do think you're less likely to die with it, whereas you won't kill him as quickly. So the upside is kind of limited, but the downside risk is less. I use an invuln, again, super cautious. But there, he didn't knock me back that far. So 2 hits parry, stand right in front of him, 2 hits parry. There he did knock me back, unfortunately lost a couple spores. Again, 2 hits parry. Try to stay in front of him as much as I can. That was perfectly timed. Whew, that was sweet. 2 hits parry. There he throws his SB1, perfect. Decks the last hit. There again, lock in the spores. You get 20 spores. One of the challenges I've had in this fight is actually locking in like a meaningful amount of spores. A lot of times you'll have, 5 when I lock it in, and that doesn't do any damage, but you can see most of this fight he's got around 20, which is great. There I missed the timing, so that was poor, but still lock in 10 spores, so not bad. He's almost dead. 5%, 4%. So that was the best fight I've had against him this season. That was perfect. So really happy with that. That was kind of my last real fight of the season. And the last fight officially is what is known as Yusafa Memorial Scrub fight. This is the fight that he made famous by dying to a Colossus with a rank 3 Corvus. Because of the way the node works, Corvus essentially can't damage him. I did boost for this fight. I reboosted. I had stuff expiring. It felt quite silly to reboost, or to boost at all for this fight, because, I mean, how is he going to kill me? It's impossible, pretty much. I got 1 million bleeds on me, who cares? He's almost dead. Super easy fight, obviously. I mean, who's going to die to a Colossus here, right? It ain't going to be called the Dreamin' Memorial fight, that's for sure. So yeah, that's it for my season. And I think this is pretty much what I used for the thumbnail. So overall, my season stats, there was one fight I did not show. It was the war before my Corvus war. I ended up taking a Mr. Fantastic mini-boss. It was probably like 2 hours after I had posted the war video. Somebody fell asleep and somebody else was unavailable. And I forgot to play it, but it went fine. It was a super simple fight. It was a Mr. Fantastic on the Hurt Locker Unblockable SB1 mini-boss. So my final stats for the season, 72 kills, 1 death. So really happy with the way my numbers look. My play, if you watched all the videos, pretty up and down. Had some really good fights. This war was super clean. I had some fights that weren't too good, but overall can't complain. Really happy with how my season went. So yeah, that will do it for this video. Those of you who watched my entire season, I do appreciate it. And I'll post in a couple days, probably on Wednesday, a video with the season rewards. Hopefully we make Masters, but if not, oh well. And also kind of my thoughts on my season and how it is for me in a new alliance. So that'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.